Exactly.
The Gargoyle King wants Jughead and me to be together.
Oh.
Ethelhead?
But yes, Choni is reveling in not being in Tent City.
It's so exciting that our SAT scores have come out. Let's look at them on our phone.
Cheryl's like, just like me, not perfect, but pretty awesome. And then Tony is like, I got a perfect score on my SAT. And I'm like, are we sure? So Cheryl wants to go to Highsmith College, whatever the fuck that is, because all of the Blossom divas have gone there. She's a legacy. And she has like an interview with the diva there, applications person, admissions person. And she's like, yay, I'm going to go to Highsmith. And then the diva is like, well, what if I told you we actually just had a new rule instated where we can't take legacy people anymore. We need to diversify our pool of applicants.
It's a rule being enforced by one of our chairwomen, Penelope,
who I've started referring to as Peen.
So Sherelle runs over to the Maple Club middle of the day and is like, my temptress mother lit me into college.
She's homophobic, remember. Penelope is very homophobic. And so she's like, well, I'm not going to let somebody of your proclivities into Highsmith College. And it's like, girl,
the all-women's liberal
arts
art school. I'm pretty sure that's neither here nor there, not my place.
Bam. Sierra pegging Tom Keller.
It's official. Tierra is tying the knot.
Woohoo!
And they're talking with Kevin and Josie at Pops. Tierra, Tom and Sierra really just want like a courthouse wedding, no frills. It's a second wedding for both of them.
Josie and Kevin, on the other hand, are like, no, we have to pull out all the stops.
Moose walks in with his father,
Major Mason.
Major Mason is like, Tom, Sierra, I curtly nod at you both, and I'm cold and I'm distant.
And Tierra's like, oh my god, you should come to our wedding. Bring your little man.
Moose is like, oh no, SpaghettiOs. My question mark homophobic drill sergeant teacher dad is gonna be bringing me to the wedding of my boyfriend lover closeted Kevin experience. And Kevin is like, come out to your dad, and then you can be my date to this wedding. I want a date to my dad's second wedding, and it better be you, Moose Caboose. Just as Kevin is pent up from his homophobic situation, Cheryl bursts into the student lounge pent up with her homophobic Highsmith alum mother, and Cheryl's like, come on, FAG word, I need to hear some tea. Kevin is like, I just want my anonymous boyfriend to come out. Cheryl is like, oh, your boyfriend, obviously Moose Mason. Do you want me to give him a little nudge? I'm looking for some chaos. And Kevin's like, a little nudge? Girl, you could hit him with a Slay Diva boots. It wouldn't be enough, queen. And Cheryl's like, Kiki. And then they go about their day.
So then Cheryl in her head goes, okay, what am I going to do? Hello, everybody. As your first lesbian class president,
PA system at the full announcements for everyone in the school to hear.
There's a certain hunky, closeted RROTC guy who's with this other gay guy in our school, and they're gay together. And one of them doesn't want to be gay in public. I bet you can't guess who.
And I'm going to start a GSA club about it. Moose starts freaking it because, well, yeah. And he pulls Kevin for a little chat in the hallway. And Moose is basically like, Kevin,
what the hell?
What the hell? You just outed me to the entire school.
And he's like, oh, well, I didn't tell Cheryl to do that.
Cheryl's just living her life. Tony pops up and goes, my lesbian life partner. You just outed a teenage guy. What the hell?
And Cheryl's like, literally, it could have been about anyone.
Tony's like, well, it wasn't. It was very obviously Moose. This is so sick and twisted. I understand that you're with a lot of pressure right now from going to school, but honestly, you're not even being sensitive to the fact that, like, me, Tony, was living in a tent and maybe won't even have the ability to go to any fancy prep private school. Also, no support from the Serpents now because your cat burglaring booty got me kicked out of the gang.
Exactly. Tony's like, hey, I also like my family's not cool with me dating girls.
Yeah.
Like I like
She's like, I get it. My family, my uncle is also homophobic. Uncle drop.
So
Whoa.
like, what the fuck are we doing here, Diva?
Yeah.
And she's like, also, your mom's homophobic. Remember that?
So yeah, you remember
she
how
literally took you to conversion camp.
remember
like,
how you also are gay and should have empathy? I don't know. This is all just very weird, but
and
Cheryl
so Cheryl
does
is like,
anything.
oh my god, our first fight. I must fix all of this.
And she develops a 5-step plan.
Something like that.
4 to 5. We cut over to the mayor's office where Veggie is getting grilled by Hermione because she's like, remember that plot heavy episode last time where I was the absolute villain? You owe this anonymous buyer a bunch of money. It's your problem, Mija, because you burnt all of the drug money in the lab. Veronica's doing some book work at Le Bon Nuit and she's like, Reggie, we're never gonna have enough dough to figure this one out. And Reggie is like, don't worry, mon chéri.
He comes up with an actually kind of crazy plan where he is going to rob his father's automobile dealership. Crime.
Yeah.
Crime for good.
Crime for good. They're Robin Hooding it.
Yes.
Robin Hood, Riverdale? Reggie would be Robin Hood?
And then Veronica would be Maid Marian. Actually, Veronica would just be Little John or whatever his name is.
I think she would be Maid Marian. Why would she be Little John?
I just kind of wanted Archie to be Maid Marian.
Okay, I see the way you think. We cut back to Josie, and she's in Tent City, the Serpent locale. Josie's going up to Sweet Pea's trailer. Sweet Pea is like, oh my god, is this a booty call? And Josie's like, no, silly. I know that we've been fooling around, even though I cut things off at the end of summer. I was hoping you would be my date to my mom's second wedding.
And Sweet Pea sort of like, I will not be your date unless we actually start dating. Like we're boyfriend, girlfriend.
Josie bails hard.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's crying in the music room the next day. And, well, who should see but Archibald? Josie, why are you crying? And Josie's like, I'm just nervous because I have this big Julliard audition later today and I don't know how I'm gonna get there. I can't ask my mom for a ride because she would freak out if she knew that this audition was happening, and if I didn't do well she'd ask about my backup plans that I don't have, and I can't ask Sweet Pea for a ride because I'm avoidant. And Archie is like, Diva, avoidant? Let me give you a ride.
Yeah.
And so Archie gives Josie a ride to the Julliard audition, and she's up on the stage. I am not the boy next door.
But unfortunately, we don't get to see Josie perform.
Not a note sung.
Which is kind of annoying because like they're always singing on this damn show, and you're telling me we can't watch her sing?
Exactly.
Remember that plan that Cheryl had multiple, either 4 or 5, we're not sure, steps.
It's off to phase 1. Cheryl has dragged Tony to the Maple Club for Tony's photography skills, her flashbulb camera. Cheryl is like, hush up, my sweet, and just take some pictures of those discerning gentlemen leaving the Maple Club. And so they snap some pics. Penelope is turning the corner of the 5 seasons and is like, Cheryl, what are you doing here? Blackmail won't work on me. I'm a proud seductress, and nothing we're doing here is illegal. It's all consensual. And Cheryl is like, well, I can be dominant too, mother. Whip slap into my palm. We're not taking these photos to blackmail you. We're using the photos to blackmail your clientele. Do you think that the discerning gentlemen of the Maple Club would like to be put up on the Riverdale Register? Front page news, names and photos leaked? Penelope is like, okay, fine, Cheryl. I'll let you into college.
Cheryl goes back to the Highsmith Diva.
Cheryl feels like she can get into the school on her legacy credits and merits.
I actually have somebody else that I feel like would take this interview time.
My perfect score SAT in photographic journalism Pulitzer Prize winner Tonita Topaz. And Tony walks in and is like, I have my portfolio. And maybe both divas can go to prep school together, making it up to Tony. Cheryl is especially doing good deeds. This is stage something of her plan. She pulls Moose for a little chat and is like, hey kid, sorry for outing you in front of everyone. And he's like, oh, actually, dap you up, brother. It's no problem at all. I came out to my dad because of this social pressure. And Cheryl's like, all's well, it ends well. I'm like a gay Jesus. So then, so then Moose is like, Kevy, good news. I came out to my dad and he took it actually surprisingly well. And Kevin is like, oh my God, does this mean that you can be my date to the wedding? And Moose is like, yes, I want to kiss you in public everywhere. Kevin and Moose want to get it on. And we're meant to believe that they have not gotten it on before this point.
I don't know how much I buy it.
Because, like...
Kevin's easy.
Where are we going to get it on at? And Kevin's like, I know just the funker. Meanwhile, we cut over to the grand larceny scheme at the auto dealership. And Reggie gets shot in the arm.
But don't worry, it's just a graze, everybody.
It's just a graze. Veronica bandages him up, and then he's like, time to open this duffel bag of money. Boom, dye bomb. And Veronica's like, the money is ruined. It's all blue now. And Reggie's like, I don't even know if we got enough money. So Veggie schedules a hand delivery to this out-of-town mysterious drug lord. Out steps from the drug pin car Gladys Jones. Now Gladys is like, 2 teenagers. Who are y'all? And Veronica's like, I'm Veronica Lodge. And Reggie's like, I'm Reginald Mantle. And Gladys is like, oh my God, I'm Jughead's mom. Hey guys.
Hey guys. And they're like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Gladys is like, okay, so y'all are friends of my son's. Hermione's real chicken for not coming here herself.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all show a lot of initiative by like getting
showing
what
up,
money you could.
And then with dye-stained money.
Like, it's clear that you went to a lot of lengths to get this for me.
Yeah.
So we're going to call it, good for now, installment plan for the rest. I won't break your kneecaps, but I would like your car, Reggie, just to borrow as a little collateral while you get me the rest of this money.
Yeah, and by the way, don't bring this up to Jughead or I will talk to Hiram, because I'm pretty sure he wouldn't like to know that his missus went behind his back to sell his drugs.
Yeah, or that his daughter went behind his back to burn it all to the ground.
So there's no easy way to say this, guys. But Ascension Night is happening again.
So
all the parents start getting Ascension Night invitations before Tiara's wedding. And basically the whole tea is that the Ascension Night invitations, like, so excited for the upcoming nuptials of the Midnight Club. Did you guys forget about me? Maybe it's time to finish Ascension Night. XOXO, the Gargoyle King.
So they all break into the Riverdale High again. Alice, FP, Hermione, Hiram even shows up.
Penelope has a prophylactic cyanide antidote. They do the cyanide prophylactic so that they don't die of cyanide poisoning whenever they find the chalices
to do the blue lips
to do the poisoning. But the tea in the shade is that they're looking high and low in that school.
Nary a chalice to be found. Suddenly Penelope is screaming, everybody runs in, and on the blackboard written in blood there's a message that's like, got you. The Gargoyle King led them all here basically as a distraction, and Penelope's like, the children, and
we must get a hold of the children.
So then every parent in the room calls every teenager in the show, and all of the teenagers are having sex. Graphic, nasty, lewd, salacious sex.
So Veggie is doing business, and then they get their calls.
Hard cut to Bughead, first Betty and Jughead of the episode,
and last
we cut over to Archie and Josie. They are
singing.
Practicing music. They're practicing music demurely in Archie's room. We cut over to Choni, and they're getting it on. Cheryl is getting a call, and Penelope's like,
do you know where the Calaboy is? Because he's not answering his phone because he's having gay sex with Moose in the Funker. And Cheryl's like, oh my God, they did tell me they were going to go to the Funker. Parents, deploy to the Funker. Penelope is like, Cheryl, keep your bow close. There's a gargoyle out tonight. There's suddenly a opening of the Funker door. So then Kevin and Moose get out of bed. It's a bunch of the Gargoyle gang in masks. And so they grab Kevin and Moose and drag them out of the Funker and to a clearing where there's like a whole ass altar set up. There's the Gargoyle King, there's the chalices, there's all of the gargoyles surrounding them. And they're hate criming Moose and Kevin. They are actively beating them up, shoving them to the ground. Being like, choose or
your
die,
chalice or
and they're
die.
like threatening them with knives. Right as Kevin is about to take a sip from this chalice, An arrow comes through.
There's sirens, police sirens. Cheryl has knocked a bow, and Riverdale PD is on the case. And they're descending on the scene, breaking up all of this gargoylery, and taking off the masks. It's members of the RROTC.
And they take the head off the Gargoyle King. Girl, it is Major Mason.
Girl.
His own father, dude.
Moose's dad has hate crimed Moose to a degree that I honestly can barely fathom. So then FP takes Major Mason into custody. Thank God.
Thank God.
And is interrogating him like, the hell is this?
And then we get this fuck assery where he's like, I was in love with Tom Keller back in the day.
And apparently Major Mason tried to kiss Tom.
Major Mason's dad found out and took him to the sisters to straighten him out.
That's how Major Mason found out about the Gargoyle King, started playing the game. FP is like, oh my God, jail. FP goes home for the day after that terrible encounter. Jughead is talking with him about like, okay, so we unmasked one Gargoyle King and it was Tall Boy. We unmasked another Gargoyle King and it was Major Mason. Who is that one that was actually there during 1991 Ascension Night? And what the hell is happening in this town?
Yeah.
And FP is like, Girlina Boots, I don't know. Suddenly Jelly Bean Jones is on the scene and she pops up and she's like,
Daddy, I miss you.
Gladys descends from the shadows and she's like, Chuggy kids, I just hated Toledo. I want to live here forever. And it's like, whoa. But Happy Jones household. Tom and Sierra had to cancel their big party because of their son's, gay bashing, and that's really tough. But it is, probably for the best and most respectful of them to not have that big party. And they have their little wedding cake and their 5 Seasons hotel room, and they're just the cutest couple.
They really are. They are so in love.
So Kevin is seeing Moose in the halls of Riverdale High for the first time after the gay bashing.
Mm-hmm.
And Moose is like, Kevin, I love you with all of my heart. I'm moving out of Riverdale to live with my aunt. I can't be in this town anymore. I can't be in school. I can't look at you and not think about how my dad gay bashed me with all of my friends from ROTC.
I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, like that's so fair, Moose.
And Kevin is like, holy shit, dog. I guess I'm alone. And I love you too, Moose. And sorry. And so they hug it out, and then Caboose is broken up.
And it's really upsetting.
Really, this show is so sad. Don't know why. My goodness. Cut back to Sunnyside Trailer Park.
And Gladys is like, good job, JB, with the waterworks. You always were your old man's weakness. And Jellybean's like, yeah, I tricked him, boss, just for you.
Gladys has both Hermione and Veronica in her pocket. She's got the sheriff as her husband.
And then Gladys and Jellybean toast to the fact they're going to take over Riverdale.
And to really just round up the episode,
Joe's Archie is happening.
Joe's Archie is happening in the music room. Unfortunately, Josie did not get into Julliard. Honestly, Josie, girl, watch out. You have Sweet Pea wrapped around your finger.
And I don't know why you're looking anywhere else. I get it. That
is
an alluring man.
KJ Apa has chemistry with everyone.
He could have chemistry with a plant if they put it in there. Like,
I thought they usually called people like you a fruit. While last episode was maybe every single plot, this one had none. Cheryl, of course, doing that regular arc of hers, her episodic arc where at the beginning she does something not infallible. She does something egregious and indefensible and without any logic. And then by the end, she's atoned for it. Mm-hmm. And that's her arc. And hey, who am I to disagree? If you're shooting arrows at Major Mason, you're on my side.
Exactly.
But really sad emotional beats from Caboose, really heartwarming ones from Tierra. And Choni might go to college.
Leave a comment if you're a lesbian. I see you. I love you.
Exactly.
Don't keep that in.
Now it has to be.
No.